everyone and welcome to my channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. Today is December the 10th. Can you believe we're midway through winter? Well, really the kickoff to winter. And a couple days from Christmas. But anyway, you know how the holidays get you. I want to talk to you really quick about Quiltmas 2023. We've got so much goodness coming your way. So far on Quiltmas, it ran just pretty segue like last year, but we were able to bring in 3 amazing creators from across the pond. So I hope that you've enjoyed each and every one of them. Our kickoff so far for our lineup was Teresa Louise of Teresa Louise I Quilt Too. Then Adam Sews all the way across the pond, and I'm sure you loved his video. Then Tom the colorblind quilter. Did he not blow yous away? Then the infamous Cindy from the Fabric Patch. Is she not just as sweet as can be? Martha of Martha's Creative Life on the 5th. Then you've got Jo Carmel. She needs no introduction. She is fabulous. Then we have our chocolate eating April of April's Craft Room. She was on the 7th. So these dates mean a lot to you, so you're going to want to stay tuned. Then you've got Kristen of Scrap Fabric Love. Did she not blow it out of the water this year? I'm telling you. Then we've got our girl, everybody's girl, Beth of Goody Goods. She's everybody's sweetheart across YouTube. And I'm telling you what, she nailed it too, didn't she? Then now today you're here with me. I want to thank you first and foremost for coming over to our channel and watching what we come up with for Quiltmas 2023. Oh my holy goodness, is all I've got. I got this brilliant idea that I was going to sneak off to a quilt retreat. Yeah, retreat. I lassoed Santa's elves. I went to Santa's nut house. Video footage is going to roll here in just a minute. Yeah. So let me know what you think. It turned out pretty cool, I think. Wait till you see all of the helpers that I had involved in making my Quiltmas quilt. See you back at the end. Anyone for pickup? Are you ready for pickup?
The best way to spread Christmas cheer is to sing loud for all to hear. Donna, what are you doing?
You are not supposed to be using Santa's elves for your own personal use.
Is this a sweatshop? This
Yes.
is not in the rules.
Yes, it is. I make the rules. No. You're going to wake Santa. He's getting his massage.
Oh, we're gonna wake Santa, all right.
No. No, don't do it. Don't. Please don't.
Santa,
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 Santa, Santa, Santa, Santa, Santa, Santa.
Ho, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho, ho,
Santa,
ho.
you'll never guess what.
Dana, Sienna, listen, over here. Over here.
All of those elves.
Oh, Donna was using us as a sweatshop.
Let me see her hoeing. Santa, she's
Oh my
so
God.
good. She needs to be put in the nut house.
I'm telling you, oh my goodness, we've been sweating up a storm here in the nut house. I don't know why she's doing us this way. Oh my goodness. Sienna, come on, Sienna, listen up.
You need to clean it.
You gotta make this stop.
Let's have a look, see what's in here for me. I think I have some handy little elves that helped me out a whole lot. Let me see. Oh my goodness, they've cut my binding. They've cut everything, backgrounds. This is gonna be so fun. Wonder what kind of project I will make with all of this goodness. Santa might have not left the elves help me, but they helped me by getting me all set up for my fancy project. So let me wonder what I'm going to come up with. And here we go. Yeah, buddy. And I'm turning these, all of this magic, all of this goodness into little 2 patches. And like that, they'll become 4 patches. I wonder what I'm going to make. From this to this. Borders. No, I'm not sure. Or binding. Or, maybe I'll use this. We shall see. Guess what? I've gotten my quilt on the long arm and I am totally stoked. So let me do this really quick so that we don't forget about it. Who doesn't love a good best press, right? And you're going to hear me say best press, best press, best press. Yes, I use it on all of my projects and I dearly love it. So when you're going through my video and you're watching, remember, best press. Secret word. Shh. Don't share with anyone. Then I'm going to go ahead and tell you what my pattern is before we hit the long arm because I kind of think it's really cute. One of our collaborators for this project wrote this pattern and I thought how fitting when you're going kind of like dumpster diving, when you put all of these ugly fabrics together and come up with a fabulous idea. So yeah, I went lurking and call it copycat syndrome or whatever, but I wanted to make this year super special. So with that being said, guess what pattern I chose? This one right here, dumpster diving. It's where you grab all of your scraps and you make this beautiful quilt. Now, how cool is that? But if you're using yardage, it's called diamond candy. Mind-blowing, right? Guess who the pattern writer was? None other than Cynthia Rang, one of our creators. who's in this project. So let me go take you on a little walk down memory lane, show you some of the fabrics. So when you see my quilt, you're going to have a general idea who did what. So this is my first one, and this was my ugly fabric for this year. Then we have Kristen of Scrap Fabric Love. Now, is that not darling? Then we have Martha of Martha's Creative Life. This was her ugly fabric. Now tell me, how do you make that ugly? You can't. Then we have Jo Carmel. She threw the ringer in. I'm telling you, darling. Then I've got none other than Tucker Nace of Tucker Sewing and Quilting. Then I have Tea Quilts, and I'm giving you, isn't it cute? Yes, I'm showing you just the salvages because I want you to see the good stuff over on the long arm. This one here is Beth of Goody Goods. Isn't that cute? Then we have Adam. Little cute puppy dogs. Then we have April of April's Story. And you'll see this throughout the quilt. I use the same amount of cuts from each one of these. Then I've got, you're going to love this, Teresa Louise. Isn't that pretty? And I love it that I tried to cut around to make sure I got some of the wordage into the quilt. And this was Christian-based fabric. And it's got a lot about Christmas, love, the love of the Lord. Then I also have, and I can only show you tidbits, the colorblind quilter, Tom. And you're going to see this in there, just like all the others, and none other than the pattern writer for my pattern, Cindy Rang. This is what she sent, and boy, did she challenge me. So I tweaked her pattern just a little bit, and you'll see it around the borders. I thought, how fitting. She wanted to give me a challenge. Challenge accepted. So around the edges, around the border, you're going to see these little men periodically all the way around. Now, how cool is that? So let's get over to the long arm. I'm just going to do some simple meandering on this quilt, and it's just going to be a fun project. I'll see you back in the end when I do the wrap up, do the binding. So in the meantime, enjoy some long arming. How stinking cute did this baby turn out? Look here. Cindy's little men. Then the colorblind quilter, I utilized his fabric straight along here. All of the fabric that's internal is everyone's fabric. Then I went up both sides. Cornerstones, I cut into little guys' heads. And let's show you this beautiful quilt. You'll get a better view when it's quilted and bound. But for now, how fun is that? I think it's going to be just darling. So give me just a second here and we're going to get this puppy started. It's already been locked in down both sides. Let me get it just a smidge tighter because I like to have a little bit of bounce. Both my ends are locked in. So I'm just going to do some light meandering. What did you think of that? I got busted. I wasn't going to tell you in the beginning, but yeah, I got busted. But it's okay. Santa's elves boxed up everything, and I was able to bring it home and sew it here on the back end. And a lot of the work was already done for me. And thank you to Santa's elves. Every one of those little helpers contributed to this video. And no one was harmed in the making of this video. Let me go there first. So with all of that being said, here is all of the fabric, whether it be pretty or whether it be ugly. You'll get to see what I made. And I'm going to tell you there's a little story behind my quilt. When we come up with the idea to keep Quiltmas coming your way, I chose to make a quilt, as you could see in the making of the video. And I chose diamond candy or dumpster diving. You can call it either one. And I slipped over to everybody's channel that's involved in Quiltmas 2023. And I landed over at the fabric patch. Cindy Rang has this fabulous pattern over there called dumpster diving. If you're making a scrappy quilt, as you can see I did, it's called dumpster diving. But if you're using beautiful fabrics, it's called diamond candy. How great is that? So Cindy, thank you for the pattern. You didn't even know you were in. But I'm telling you right now, my quilt is lovely. I just thoroughly enjoyed making it. And one of our lucky subscribers is going to get this. It's made with love. I'll tell you what. It's got a beautiful binding all the way along. It's got a flanged binding. And then I took the time to go ahead and do some intricate stitching all the way around the binding. I think it was just that added little something it needed. And I'm telling you, I love this quilt. I'm not sure if I can part with it. So one lucky subscriber is going to get this beauty. Look at how pretty it turned out. And look at my little soldiers. I put them all the way down the border. And I think it was the special added touch that I needed. So I hope that you liked the video. I hope that it brought you tons of laughter, as it did each and every one of us as we were making it. I'll see you tomorrow night over at Tucker's Sewing and Quilting, 6:30. And don't forget, our wrap-up video is going to be over at T Quilts. She is going to blow it out of the water with what she has made. She's going to give you all the guidelines and all the tips, tricks, and strategies that you're going to need to enter all 12 contests. So I hope that you've enjoyed Quiltmas so far this year, that you'll enter each and every one of the contests to get a project, whether it be a quilt or whatever these other creators have come up with, and that you thoroughly enjoyed. On behalf of Joe and I and our channel, we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas. Don't forget to collect all of the notions because you're going to need them in the end. Take care. God bless and have a fabulous Christmas. Bye-bye, guys.